Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
Hello and welcome to Thomas B. Southern Stadium here on the campus of St. Leo University as we are getting set for the series finale between the University of Tampa Spartans and your St. Leo University Lions. Apologize for the lengthy delay. Dealt with some weather in the area. The team actually put down the tarp to prevent any rain from really flooding the infield, and I think it was worth it at the end of the day. Got a nice little shower there as we push back the start time from after that first game to 5:30, and then the rain just really didn't hold up from there, and then they had to prep the field. So here we are, 6:30, getting set for first pitch. Tampa won game 1 last night with a final 8-6. Lions tried to make it interesting late, but came up a little bit short, and then Tampa offense just really jumped all over the Lions pitching staff in game 1 of today's doubleheader and taking that one 15-5, getting 9 runs in the 8th and 9th inning to really extend out that lead. As here we are getting ready for first pitch here, game 3 of the series. And it's right down Main Street from the right-hander junior Ryan Nolan. Top of the order for Tampa, Yorvis Turelaba. The junior's batting .432, 32 hits, 74 RBIs. Takes that one, sends it back, foul. Junior also has 8 doubles, 4 home runs, and 22 RBIs. You don't see the big home run number as a leadoff guy, but he's got 4 of them. Reaching on this one, popping it up, and it's going to get out of play. Just to our right. No play there for the first baseman, Peyton Isaacson. Defensively, the Lions will look like this from left to right in the outfield. It's going to be Logan Flood, Amir Wright, and Paul Comos getting the start, the freshman right fielder. From third to first, it'll be Jared Morello, Derek Gibbrey, Danny Torres, and Peyton Isaacson. Behind the plate will be Brett Koffel, and on the mound is Ryan Nolan as he tries to get out this pesky leadoff hitter here for Tampa. Tampa riding an 11-game winning streak against St. Leo as Lions look to get out the schneid here. The final game of their home series here with Tampa. Kind of a flailing ball as Gibbrey will put that away for the first out of the inning. Lions off to a good start as it's going to be the center fielder, Danny Blair, stepping up. One of the 5 seniors in this Tampa lineup, batting .344 on the year, 21 hits and 61 at-bats, 17 runs scored, 1 double, 19 RBI. One of their better speedsters in the lineup, 7 for 8 when he gets on the base pass. As that one's fouled back over the batting cages to the left. Ryan Nolan coming in with a 3-0 record, making his 7th start here, 3.97 ERA. He's given up 34 hits in 34 innings logged, 22 runs, 15 of those being earned. He's walked 14, struck out 29 batters. So after the first pitch gets fouled back and he comes back with a strike, it's quickly ahead in the count 0-2. Kicks, delivers. That one hanging just a bit outside. Good eye that time by the senior Blair. Blair, one of the 2 lefties in this Tampa lineup. Alec Aliwine will be the other one. He'll be up next, waiting on the on-deck circle. There's a little chopper to the right side. Isaacson will take it and simply step on the bag at first, and just like that, there are 2 gone. Just kind of weakly hit balls, forced by Yorvis. Kind of flared out to shortstop Derek Gibbery, and this is a weak chopper hit back to Peyton Isaacson, who takes care of it for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's the first baseman, Aliwan, batting .325 on the air, but he's batting .435 with 2 outs. And just like that, right on cue, he sends a base hit through the left side as he trots down to first base. Big league scouts here this weekend checking out some of this talent on both of these teams. Seeing if any of them get what it takes to make it to the next level. Lions had 2, St. Leo had 2 Lions drafted last year, and Jake Sims and Zach Scott. 2 years before that, they had first baseman Troy Cyber. That one's fouled out of play. Pretty close to the parking lot behind us. Nolan so far doing a good job pitching ahead in the counts. Tampa bats swinging early at these first couple of pitches. Koffel tries to frame it up, but that one's wide for a ball, 2-2. Nolan checks the runner at first, Aliwan. Now he'll really check over there. Pickoff attempt not in time. Kicks, delivers on the run, and it's going to be flared out to right field. Comos will come over, and he will make the play. So Tampa gets one on, but they strand the runner as Lions bats coming up. Bottom of the first, they look to get on the board.
In 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
So back here at Thomas B. Southern Stadium, Nolan lets up the 1 hit, but gets out of the top of the first pretty much unscathed as we head to the bottom of the first. And no shocker here. Amir Wright, Jared Murillo, and Peyton Isaacson all due up here in the top of the first. That'll be Brett Koffel after that. That first 4 have pretty much been intact all season long here for head coach Rick Odette. Now in his 2nd season here at St. Leo University. After Koffel in the 5 spot, it'll be the left fielder Logan Flood, the DH Mike Wyman, Paul Comos, who just recorded the final out there in the 1st inning, and then Danny Torres at from 2nd base, and then Derek Gibbery will turn it back over to the top of the order after his at-bats. So the Lions got 3 freshmen in the lineup here today. Tampa, they've only got 1 underclassman. It's a sophomore, Drew Earnhardt. So we'll see what Amir Wright can do here in the bottom of the first. First pitch in there for a called ball. Here to Amir Wright, junior. He's batting .368, 35 hits, 95 at bats, 24 runs scored. As that's contacted, but had a foul. He's got 5 doubles, 3 home runs, and 14 RBI. Pretty good base runner as well, 8 of 10 on the year. As he awaits the 1-1. And this is sent out to the outfield. Center fielder should be able to come over and make a play. Blair does indeed. And just like that, there is one gone. And Tanner Foster, the right-handed senior, has his first out recorded, as that'll bring up Jared Morello. Senior's batting .382 on the year, 34 hits, 89 at-bats, 29 runs scored. He's got 5 doubles, 4 triples, 2 home runs, and 21 RBI. And he's the lone speedster on the base pass here for the Lions, 14 of 15 on the season. Right-hander Tanner Foster kicks, delivers. That one's low. Making his 7th start of the year. He's gone 26 innings. Over that time, he's given up 22 hits, 13 runs, 12 of those being earned. He's walked 8 and he struck out 21, but opponents batting .224 against him. Morello gets just a piece of that and heads to the backstop. Morello playing third base here in today's game. That one's in there for a call strike. Now 1-2 the count to the third baseman, Morello. One, two, that one's wise pitch to lay off as it ends up in the dirt. See what he gets here on the 2-2 count. Hard hit ball out to center field. Blair takes a few steps back and will make the catch. That's hit to the gap. It's a double or maybe be his 5th triple of the year, but instead it's a hit right in line with the center fielder Blair, and he retires he's second out of the inning. So now here comes Peyton Isaacson, just a shade over 300, 309 on the year, 29 hits, 94 at-bats, 20 runs scored. He's got 6 double, a triple, and 5 home runs. So Isaacson is the power bat in this lineup. 24 RBI in the year. 19 walks as well. Waits here on the 0-1. Fastball letter high is now quickly down an 0-2 hole. Kind of weakly hits this one. Maybe a bloop single and it will. Shortstop makes a diving effort to Tringo, but he can't get there. So just like Tampa, Lions get a 2-out base runner in the form of Peyton Isaacson, and that'll bring up Brett Koffel. Koffel catching in today's game. Senior's batting .280 on the year, 28 hits on 100 at-bats, 18 runs scored. He's the team leader in doubles at 8, 3 home runs, along with 22 RBI. Foster's first pitch outside and a little low for a ball. Looking in, the 1-0. Good breaking ball catching inside part of the plate. Nothing for Koffel really to do there besides watch it go by. Waiting on the 1-1. Little chopper up the middle, and that's going to be in there for a base hit. So a pair of base knocks brings up Logan Flood. Flood, the left fielder, in his first season of collegiate baseball, batting .231, making his 11th start here today. 9 hits on 39 at-bats. He's got 7 runs scored, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and then 5 RBI. He's got a runner in scoring position as well. Tringo made another diving effort, but unable to get that ball and stop it. Even if he does, he's got no really play at first base to get Koffel. First pitch a little low to Logan Flood. Flood, as I mentioned, playing left field today here in the series finale. That one catches the outside part of the plate. After this, Tampa will head back home for a single game versus Valdosta State. Meanwhile, the Lions will travel this weekend to West Alabama. 1-1. Foul backing out of play. Lions trying to strike here first in the bottom of the first. After Wright and Morello were retired, Isaacson and Koffel linked back-to-back base hits together. That one in the dirt, could stop that time by the catcher Servin. See if Foster goes with a breaking ball here at 2-2. Trying to fool Flood, who's sitting on the fastball, it looks like. It's a fastball outside. Flood leans that way, but does not pull the trigger. And now it's a full count with 2 outs. So runners will be in motion here on the pitch. Isaacson at second, Koffel at first. Lions will have the ducks on the pond in rotation. Flood sits, the freshman. Here's the payoff pitch. In the dirt, and it's ball 4. So the Lions now have the bases loaded here for their freshman designated hitter, Mike Wyman. Wyman making his 16th start this year, batting .255, 13 hits on 51 at-bats. He's got 6 runs scored, a double, a triple, and 2 home runs, also 12 RBI. Looking to bump that total up with a base knock or maybe a base on balls right here. I think for Wyman, he's really got to be patient here in this at-bat. Don't try to chase anything, do a little too much extra. He's got 15 strikeouts on the year and 10 walks. So there's at a first pitch ball. Tanner Foster, the senior, struggling a little bit with his location now. Letting up the 2 base hits and then full count walk to Logan Flood. Starts out pitch 1 with a ball here. That one inside, that nearly got Wyman. That would have brought a run in. Wyman batting .333 with runners in scoring position. Average may be taken all the way here, 2-0. And he'll actually be swinging. Sent out to center field. Blair will come over to make the catch as he retires the side himself. Lions strand, the bases loaded. We'll head to the top of the first. Ryan Nolan back out on the hill.
I never knew what my kids were trying to say. I wanted to respond, but I just didn't know what to type.
I didn't know what to say. I just replied BRB and hope they don't text back. Ooh.
What if they take my kids away from me?
Millions of people just like this struggle every day with emoji illiteracy.
But at Domino's, we want to help change that. As strong supporters of emoji literacy, we're working to create an emoji-literate America. We've even made it possible to order pizza by texting or tweeting an emoji. But it's just not enough. We've got to do more.
That's why we created these emoji flashcards, and we're making them available for free online so you or your friend can get the help you so desperately need. Together, we can change the world, one emoji at a time.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Back here for some more baseball here in the top of the second. UT will have 5, 6, 7 due up. Perry, Durr, and Mangrum. Cole Perry, the senior, batting .340 on the year, making his 12th start. First pitch swing, a little twisted ball out to Gibbery as he retires the first half. Very similar to how he did it there in the top of the first. We're now in the top of the second. One pitch, one out. So the kind of at-bats you love to see if you're the right-hander, Ryan Nolan. So I'm bring up the left fielder, Nick Durr. Junior's batting .309. 21 hits and 68 at-bats. 19 runs scored, 3 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs. 13 RBI. Good pitch there by Nolan as he gets ahead of the count 0-1. And when low and inside, easy ball for Durr to lay off there. Hard hit ball just by the glove of Derek Gibbery. Flood will cut it off. They'll round it, head to second, and he will be safe. So a one-out double gets Durr to second. As that just got by the glove of Derek Gibbery. And it was hit into the gap, so it was a long run for both Flood and Amir Wright. Flood eventually takes it, but really no play. Heads up base running that time by Nick Durr. Here comes the right fielder, Stevie Mangrum. Senior's making his 15th start of the year, batting .326 as he's first pitch swing, and that one it's blown right by him by Ryan Nolan. .326. 15 hits and 46 at-bats, 14 runs scored. 2 doubles, a triple, and 5 home runs. Second on the team in the lineup here tonight. 11 RBI in the year as well. Nolan checks back as not getting Durr in time. Good close there on second base by Danny Torres. Little weak chopper. It's actually going to roll foul. Right on the other side of bag at first. Home plate umpire Case Sanchez will get him a new ball. Landon Davis calling the outs on the base pass. And as Nolan quickly has Ingram here and a 0-2 count. That one's fouled away. Good pitch that time by Nolan, trying to get him to chase. He did just that. Did create just enough contact to stay alive. 1 out, 1 on. Nick Durr standing out there at second after the 1 out double. Nolan comes home. Hard hit ball in towards the dugout of the first base side. I think everyone's okay over there. Ingram doing a good job battling here. 2 strikes on him, still trying to see his first ball go by. Check it second again. Close, but no cigar. Torres really doing a good job getting there in time, but just they're not with that big of a lead at second. And he blows it right by him. So Nolan gets a big strikeout here for out number 2. Nick DeTringo now coming up. Senior shortstop batting .301. 25 hits on 83 at-bats. 21 runs scored. He's got 4 doubles, a home run, and 16 RBI. He, like his teammate, center fielder Danny Blair, they both have 7 for 8 when it comes to stolen bases. Koffel lost him momentarily, but not far enough for Durr to take any sort of advance to third. Probably a wise decision by him. Koffel with one of the better arms behind home plate in the conference. Looks back, fires. One just missing a little bit low. Now 2-0. Here to the number 8 hitter. Lions will have 7, 8, 9 due up when they turn it back over to the bottom half inning. Hard hit through the left side. They're going to send Durr, and he will be home safely, as that's going to be an RBI single by Nick DeTringo. And just like that, Tampa strikes first.
Number 2 is second baseman Drew Earhart.
That's the second baseman, the lone underclassman, Drew Earhart, coming up. Second baseman, even though he's at the bottom of the order, still batting .300. 24 hits on 80 at-bats, showing bunt, pulling it back. He's got 15 runs scored, 4 doubles, 11 RBI. 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Nolan waits. Wants to check over at the run of the first. Nothing doing. Going now, Koffel fires down to second, and just getting under the tag is the shortstop. Can go in there safely. Here's the 1-1. That one missing high. No one really needs to come back here with a strike. Put over a spot where the defense can make the play. That foul back to the screen. Now 2-2. Lions left the bases loaded there in the bottom of the first. It was Danny Blair, the center fielder, that got all 3 outs, is getting that one by the number 9 hitter, and striking him out is Ryan Nolan. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Tampa on top. Lions look to take back the lead.
In 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face. You don't know me. You know what I am? I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Back here at Thomas E. Southern Stadium, Tim Simpson alongside with you as we're in the bottom of the second. As the first pitch to the right fielder, Paul Comos, is in the air for a called strike. Tampa struck first. The 1 run there in the top of the second is that's a hard hit ball foul back and out of play. And this ball is popped up. Should be an easy play for Cole Perry, and it is. Third baseman retires in. Just like that, there's 1 down. Lions Sports been pretty successful here today. Men's tennis took a 7-0 victory versus Post earlier this morning. And men's lacrosse came up with a upset over the tank-ranked Lindenwood, St. Charles, Missouri, 16-8. In softball, who's taking on Nova, one of the better teams in the conference according to record. They're up 6-2 in the top of the 7th, looking to close that one out. So the Lions can get one back here. Split the doubleheader versus Tampa. Pretty successful day here for St. Leo Athletics. Tampa coming in as the second-ranked team in the country. So far in the first 2 games, they've showed why. One's fouled out of play. Sophomore Danny Torres at the dish now. 2:57 on the air. Torres, second baseman, is underrated power, 3 home runs. This one didn't get high enough, heading into foul territory. Just barely across the line. Second baseman had a long run. Earnhardt couldn't make it in time, though. Torres now getting set here for the 2-2 from Foster. Hard hit ball again. This is kind of flared out more towards the right fielder. Ingram will camp under and retire the second out of the inning. So that'll bring it back to the bottom of the order. And Derek Gibbery, senior's batting .321 on the year. 25 hits, 78 at-bats, 15 runs scored, 3 doubles, a home run, 5 RBI. Gibbery's been a mainstay at shortstop in his past 4 years here for St. Leo. Now is in his redshirt senior season. 1-0 hard hit ball into right field, and Lions get another 2-out base runner in the form of Derek Gibbery. And Derek Gibbery is capable of moving on the base pass. He's got 3 stolen bases and 4 attempts. And there's Amir Wright coming back up. Junior in his first time flew out to center field. Right, batting .264 with 2 outs, and even .400 when runners are on base. Showing bunt initially, and that one's below the strike zone for ball 1. Third baseman Cole Perry started to come in, and I think if Amir Wright is able to get that little push bunt down the third base line, to be a real tough play for Cole Perry to charge in from how deep he is and throw out Amir Wright. .1-0. In there on the outside part of the plate. Now 1-1. Amir Wright a little confused where that one hit. Takes another look at third base coach Matt Kennedy. Gibbery back in time at first as they wanted to check on him. Gibbery with a small lead there at first base. He is going. Ball hit to third. Only plays at first. High throw. Great stretch by Aliwan. Is he able to keep the foot on the bag? As that will retire the side, we will head to the top of the third. Tampa's bats coming back up. They got the top of the order.
Has a $7.99 Monday through Thursday carryout deal. But if you carried out Friday through Sunday, you might have felt bamboozled. So we're extending the deal to every day and giving people who paid more a little payback. like the Smith family, who got free pizza for a year. They love pizza.
We gave Brad a date with the Noid.
You're welcome.
And we gave Rajesh a nightlight.
Payback. Go to pizzapayback.com for a chance to get yours. And carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99. Now, every day.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Back here at Thomas E. Southern Stadium here on the campus of St. Leo University. Tim Simpson alongside with you here for a series finale between the University of Tampa Spartans and St. Leo University Lions. Tampa took the first 2 games, the final of 8-6 and 15-5 as the Lions look to salvage one game here in the series, but they are down 1-0. Tampa Bats coming right back up, and they are first pitch swinging. And just like that, they got a base runner aboard. So here comes the center fielder, Danny Blair, who actually recorded all 3 outs here in that first inning. Pair of flyouts by Amir Wright and Jared Morello to lead off the inning. And then there was a hit, a walk. And Mike Wyman flew out as well. One's in there for a called strike here to Blair. Torrealba with the leadoff single here. First pitch swing. He wasted no time getting aboard. Blair last time up. Grounded out to Isaacson at first base. Torrealba 6 for 7 on the base pass this year. I want to check over him at first. Close, but back in time is the DH. Not very often you see a designated hitter as the leadoff guy, but here we are with Tampa doing just that. Got him leaning. He could not get back in time, and great pickoff attempt that time by Ryan Nolan, and well, just spoils that leadoff hit that Tampa got. As soon as Torrealba saw first movement there for Ryan Nolan, he jumped to second, and from there he was dead in the water. This is a hard hit ball out to center field. Amir Wright coming over and will make the catch. So after it looked like there was going to be a little bit of trouble here to start off the inning with a leadoff single. Good pickoff attempt by Nolan, then a fly out taken by Amir Wright. And just like that, there's 2 gone in the inning. Aliwan got on base back in the first inning with a single. He looks at a strike upstairs. Thought about pulling the string on that swing, but I think he realized he was a little late with that fastball. So instead of trying to just put weak contact on it in the infield, he'll wait for next pitch. bending out of the way that time. Now 1-1. Nolan looks in. Gets the sign from Brett Koffel. 1-1, that's fouled back. Nolan with 2 strikeouts here today, looking for his third. In the top of the third, try to get the Lions bats a little momentum. We'll have the meat of the order coming up, 2-3-4. Allen batting .458 with 2 outs. He proved he can put the ball in play and get on base as he did so last time with 2 outs on. .120 points better than his batting average when he's got 2 outs. As he calls time, doesn't like how long Nolan's taking to deliver that ball in. Both pitcher and batter are set now here for this 2-2. Hard hit ball out to left. It's going to fall fair right by Logan Flood. Bobbles it momentarily, and he will be in there standing for a 2-out double.
Just inside the line.
The other one already halfway to the triple with a single and a double in his first 2 at bats. Ball hung up there quite a while, but it's a long run in left for Logan Flood to make. That'll bring up the catcher, Danny Servin. Flew out to Comos last time. First pitch to him is a strike at the knees. 0-1. As mentioned after this, Lions will be heading to Livingston, Alabama, as they'll have a 3-game series versus the Tigers of West Alabama before they return home on the 29th of March versus Palm Beach Atlantic. Hard hit ball out to the gap. That will score 1 run. Starting to head to second, then heading back. Is Servin, and it's 2-0 Tampa. So Aliwan comes home from second base. Servin now stands on first. As Lions allowing Tampa to do some damage here with 2 outs. Torrealba got the single to start off, but then Nolan picked him off at first. Blair flied out to center field. There's quickly 2 down. Aliwan decides to change things up, sends a double to left field. And then the next batter, Servin, comes home and drives him on in. Kicks, delivers. That one's in the dirt. Now 2-0. No one in the pen currently for St. Leo, as Coach Rick Odette believes the junior can get out of the jam here. That one just missed. Long frame job that time by Brett Koffel. Rio misses upstairs, and that's a 4-pitch walk. As it looks like the Lions are warming up now in the bullpen. I believe it's the freshman Rudy Gomez. So Nick Durr coming up. He scored the first run of the ball game after he got on with a double as he was swinging for the tennis courts out there in left field. Instead, Nolan blows it right by him. That one bounces. Good stop that time by Koffel. Bounce well before the plate. Koffel just jumps up and takes it in the chest to knock it down. No, waiting for the sign. Now gets it. And here's the 1-1. Ball flared out to right field, but it's going to get out of play. Foul. So Nolan just one strike away from getting out of the inning with a pair of runners on here. Serving at second. Perry at first. Nichter, the left fielder, at the dish. 1-2, bouncing ball hit on to Murillo. He'll simply apply the step on third there for the final out. Tampa gets another one, though, to push their lead out 2-0. Lions bats coming up next. Heart of the order, 2, 3, 4. You're watching St. Leo baseball here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
These are Domino's all-new Parmesan-dusted, garlic-seasoned, and cinnamon-sprinkled bread twists. How did we come up with such a clever name? We'll never tell. Choose any two of Domino's new bread twists or medium two-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools, for nearly 500,000 student-athletes, college sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
So Lions with a little bit of work to do here in the bottom of the third. Yep, one of the best part of their orders coming up. 2, 3, 4, Jared Murillo, Peyton Isaacson, and then Brett Koffel. His last time up, Murillo flew out to center field. As he stares at a first pitch strike. Murillo, the native from Valley Falls, New York. Transfer from College of St. Joseph in Vermont. Quickly staring here in an 0-2 hole. Murillo steps out of the way of that one. So would have painted the top of his left foot. Now 1-2. Foster's pitched pretty well so far here in the early innings. Just the 3 hits allowed. Chopper up the middle by the glove of Tringo, and just like that, Lions have the leadoff runner aboard. So here comes P.I. up to the dish, singled back in the first inning. Going is Murillo, and he's in there for his 15th stolen base of the year. Murillo is just such a good base runner. when it comes to taking his lead, to jumping out, to knowing exactly when to go. Time goes on the off-speed pitch there by Tanner Foster. 1-0 Isaacson sends a hard hit ball through the right side. They're going to wave home Morello. Actually, now they're going to hold him up. They originally waved him home, and head coach Matt Kennedy thought, well, with none out in the inning, should be able to get him in from third. That'll come up Brett Koffel as there's runners on the corner now. Koffel, his last time up, singled as well, singled up the middle. Looking for a repeat of that performance here in his second at-bat. Stepping off is Foster. Koffel batting .287 on the year, .322 with runners on, .325 with runners in scoring position. Morello's at third, Isaacson at first. Line's looking to cash in this big inning. This is popped up, and this is going to do no favors. Coming over is Blair. Starting to tag up was Morello, but he thinks much better of that. So there's one down, and now, a hard hit ground ball to the middle. You hit Tampa out of it with a double play. Well, it does have a little speed coming out of the box, though. It might be able to hurt him to double up in the back end of that. Flood walked his last time up. That went in the dirt. Good stop that time by Servin. Loren takes a look at the wrist book on his left wrist. 1-0, that's a good pitch right there at the knees. Now 1-1 here to Logan Flood. Flood batting .231, just .211 with runners on, and just .133 when they're in scoring position. The 1-1. Hard hit ball out to right field. This should be enough for Morello to tag from third. Making the catch out in right field is Mangum, and Morello will head home. So Lions do get one back here on the sacrifice fly. Isaacson stays put at first as Mike Wyman now digging back in the box. See, just like Wright and Morello there in the first, flew out to center fielder Danny Blair. Mike Wyman looking to keep this inning going. Hard hit ball to second. They flip it to the shortstop. Simply steps on the bag, and side is retired. Lions do get one back. They trail by one. Tampa Bats coming up here in the top of the fourth. 7-8-9 due up for UT.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
Back here for the top of the 4th inning. Lions get one back there on the sacrifice fly, scoring Jeremy Morello. Ryan Nolan back out there here. Start his 4th inning of work. Let up the 6 hits, 2 runs. He's walked 1. He's also struck out 2. A pair of doubles really hurt, though, as that's how Tampa has scored both of their runs, getting the doubles and then driving them in with singles. First ball misses upstairs, 1-0. Kicks, delivers. 1-0 swung on, a big cut that time by the number 7 hitter, Stevie Mangrum, right fielder. He's batting .319 on the year, .429 as a leadoff hitter, however. Average jumps a little bit. Hard hit ball right back to the press box as everyone ducks here. Count now 1-2. One just missing on the inside part of the plate. Now 2-2. Here to the right fielder, who actually struck out swinging his first time up, so right-hander Nolan trying to make that reoccurring at bats for the right fielder. Looks the 2-2. Just getting a piece, fouling that one back to the screen is Mangrum. As I mentioned, Nolan with 2 strikeouts so far today. He's got 31 on the year, 37 innings pitched now. Waving at the ball in the dirt. Koffel picks it up. It'll be a 2-3 put out. As the leadoff batter here in the top of the 4th is retired. Mangrum with 2 swing strikeouts. Nick DeTringo coming up. The shortstop had an RBI single back in the 2nd, which started off the scoring for Tampa. Before they came back with an RBI single in the 3rd by Servin. DeTringo drove in Nick Durr from second base after he got a double. It really has been the 2 doubles that have hurt Ryan Nolan so far today. 1-0 misses a little bit low, now 2-0. Tringo now batting .310 on the year. Foul back and out of play. Now 2-1. There's a final at 80 Griffin Sports Complex down in Fort Lauderdale. St. Leo softball takes a 7-4 victory over Nova Southeastern. Aria Mounts gets her 10th win of the year. Sadie Vance gets the save. Those are a little weak ball. It's going to roll foul. Koffel touches it. Softball getting set here for game 2 momentarily. Down there in Nova. Left fielder Cheyenne Du Bois went 2 for 3 in that game with an RBI. 2 runs scored. Sarah Pauscher went 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, including a home run, a solo shot. Lions come out victorious in that one. Definitely keep you up to date there with game 2, as that'll be starting momentarily. This is fought foul. Dringer really battling here at the dish. This one put in play. Hop to Torres, fires the first, and there are 2 gone. Torres handles the ground ball fairly easily, and just like that, there's 2 gone. Drew Earnhardt, the second baseman, now coming up, batting .296 on the year. He struck out swinging his last time up. Sloan looks to give him his second K of the evening, batting .115 with 2 outs on him. This is a hard hit ball up to left field. Flood taking a couple steps back and will make the catch. So the Lions retire him in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Spartans. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Lions look to get another run across, potentially tie it up, take the lead. You're watching St. Leo Baseball here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us!
I sold my dream house to buy my first Domino's store.
I built my store with my bare hands.
I use my college savings to buy my store. It means everything to me.
But we've decided to tear them down.
We love what we do, but not where we do it. Come and see our remodeled stores when you carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each every day.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Ryan Nolan sets down the Tampa Spartans down in order. As Lions will now have 7, 8, 9 due up. Comos, Torres, and Gibbrey. Comos' first pitch swing sends a drive to center field. This has got to get over the center fielder, Blair's head. Comos will be in there with a leadoff double. Like the first pitch, decided to swing at and send a charge out to center fielder over Blair's head. One hops to the wall. And just like that, Lions here in business. Danny Torres now up. He flew out to right field. Mangrum, his first time up. Torres batting .273 with runners in scoring position. A little bit of a bump from his normal batting average at .253. Righty digs in. Showing bunt, laying it down, a nice bunt. Cole Perry picks it up, fires to the second baseman, covering. Good job, Earhart, to come over and cover that second base, or the first base. And there is one gone, but that'll move up Comos to third. So the Lions go a little small ball here at the bottom of the order. Can't blame them, though, with the leadoff double. Gibbrey with a chance to swing away here. Just missed on that one. Now 0-1. Gibbrey singled to the right side his first time up. The 0-1. Hard hit ball. Shortstop has to short hop it. Fires a second, but that will drive in the run. So it's going to be an RBI ground out for Derek Gibbrey. Bring in Paul Comos, and we got a brand new game tied at 2. So the Lions manufacturing runs, a little bit of small ball. Jeremy Murillo scored on a sacrifice fly. Comos comes in with an RBI ground out. And there's 2 gone now in the inning, but we're tied up 2-2. Back to the top of the order, going to be all right. Right over 2, flew out to center field and grounded out to the third baseman in his 2 at-bats as he stares at a first pitch strike. Laying down the bunt is right to the pitcher. Foster slips momentarily, fires a first, and the inning is over. Lions to get the damage done. They get the run back. We're tied up at 2. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Top of the order for UT.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Ryan Nolan back out there for the top of the 5th inning. UT has the top of the order coming up, though, as we are tied here at 2. Brand new ball game. Derek Gibbrey with an RBI ground out to push home Paul Comos. And, well, just like that, we're not up at 2. Lions battling here. UT in the final game of the series. This has popped up sky high. Isaacson coming over in fair territory will make the catch. And there's one gone. Corey Albud is retired for the 2nd time today after he got a base hit in his last time up. That'll bring up the center fielder Danny Blair, who grounded out to Isaacson after he took it to the bag himself. Then he flew out to his center fielder opponent, Amir Wright. Blair staring at a first pitch strike. That one missing. Now 1-1 here to the center fielder, Blair. Good pitch that time by Nolan, pushing it across. Now 1-2. Lions can get out of here in the top of the fifth. They roll it over to important part of their lineup. But Morello, Isaacson, Koffel due up. 1-2 just missed. Koffel is waiting. They want to check down at first base. Did not go. So it'll stay here, 2-2 count. It's out of play. No play for Morello there. Danny Blair, the native from Bel Air, Maryland, transfer from the University of South Carolina. Nolan kicks, delivers, 2-2, gets him on the inside part of the plate. Great pitch that time by Ryan Nolan. His fourth punch out here of the evening. Lions now have 2 down. Line has been the tough out here for the line so far as this is hit up into center field. Amir Wright steps back, now has to run forward and will make the catch. Lost in the light there a little bit, but another 1-2-3 inning for the Lions. They look to turn that back over to their bats. Jared Murillo, Peyton Isaacson, Brett Koffel due up next.
I never knew what my kids were trying to say. I wanted to respond, but I just didn't know what to type.
I didn't know what to say. I just replied BRB and hope they don't text back. Ooh.
What if they take my kids away from me?
Millions of people just like this struggle every day with emoji illiteracy.
But at Domino's, we want to help change that. As strong supporters of emoji literacy, we're working to create an emoji-literate America. We've even made it possible to order pizza by texting or tweeting an emoji. But it's just not enough. We've got to do more.
That's why we created these emoji flashcards, and we're making them available for free online so you or your friend can get the help you so desperately need. Together, we can change the world, one emoji at a time.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Back here for the bottom of the fifth inning. So we are all nutted up here too. Another 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Nolan. He'll turn it over back to the big bats and Jared Moreau, Peyton Isaacson, and Brett Koffel. Morello came home to score the first run of the game here for St. Leo after leading off with a single, staring at a first pitch ball. Hard hit ball through the right side, and Lions have another base runner aboard. Jared Morello with the second hit tonight. That'll bring up Peyton Isaacson, who has been the tough out for UT tonight. He's got a pair of singles. Got stranded at third in the first inning and stranded at first at the third inning. It's Isaacson looking to do a little damage here with Morello on first. Nobody out in the inning. Checking on Morello just back in time. Tampa definitely thought they got him. He was leaning, as I think Jared got away with one. As no shocker, Foster right away checks on Morello after Jared's already swiped one bag off him. Leaning a bit, but able to just step back to the bag at first is Morello. Isaacson finally sees his first pitch, and it is indeed a strike. Lions have their 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They've left 5 runners on base. Tampa has their 2 runs via 6 hits. They also have no errors, and they have left 4 runners on base. Lions have the bases loaded in the bottom of the first, but weren't able to drive them in. Big rip as that one's fouled off into the catcher. Fortunately for the catcher, they wear all that protective gear right into the chest plate. Only vulnerable spot really on the catcher is the shoulders. Everything else is covered. Foster looking at an 0-2. Checking again on Morello. Not even a tag attempt by Aliwan. Foster needs to step off. He wants to try to figure out what he wants to do here with an 0-2 count here on arguably one of the best line hitters. And he gets Isaacson swinging at that one, and PI a little upset with himself, chasing the ball in the dirt. Just the first out of the inning, though, so that'll turn it back over to Brett Koffel. Cleanup hitter today is 1 for 2, singled back in the first. Flew out to center field there in the 3rd inning. Koffel batting .317 with runners aboard. Looking to give a little boost to that number of the base knock here. Wind whipping out to right field just a bit. There's a first pitch strike on the inside part of the plate to Koffel. Foster's line so far, 4 1/3. He's given up 7 hits. The 2 runs. He's walked 1, he's struck out 1, and then gave up the lone double. 59 pitches for him. Checking again on Morello as they are very concerned with him now. As soon as you see a 1 bag off these Tampa pitchers, they get a little paranoid, and they're going to be persistent in their execution to constantly check on the base runners. Rocking is Foster. Set. Fires. Murillo going, and that one gets back to the backstop. Murillo slides in safely with a stolen base. I don't think Servin would have had a chance to get him anyways. Another great jump that time by Murillo. They're checking him on back-to-back throws at first. He decides to go in the 3rd one, and another runner in scoring position here. Koffel, just like his average for runners aboard. Same thing for runners in scoring position, .317. Joe Urso wants to go out and have a chat. Looking down in the bullpen. Takes another little look. I think they're just going to have a little chat. I think now's a pretty good time to let you know Lions have another national champion in the books. Henrik Dierendorf just brought home the 200-meter breaststroke as the 3rd individual national champion here in St. Leo history, joining the likes of Hugo Bernard in men's golf and Marie Kors in women's golf, as the Lions get the third individual national champion in swimming. So congrats to head coach Paul Mangin, a long time coming for him. And then, of course, Henrik Dierendorf for swimming his butt off there in the pool in nationals and burying home the 200-meter breast championship. As we got a pitching change, so we'll tell you who it is here in a little bit. We'll take a break. Tied at 2, Lions threatening here in the bottom of the 5th.
In 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
New pitcher for Tampa is Jacinto Arredondo. The right fielder throwing his final warm-up pitches here. Junior from Center Hill, Florida. The Wallace Community College transfer. Arredondo finishes up his warm-up throws. Lions once again threatening. Murillo is set on second, just the 1 out. And Brett Koffel is going to be sitting here with a 1-1 count for Arredondo, as see what he decides to do against Brett Koffel. Meanwhile, St. Leo softball has just started game 2 versus Nova Southeastern. They're in the top of the first, just 1 gone. Casey Kelly grounded out to her position at shortstop. So, again, we'll keep a close eye on that one as Lions looking to make it 8 straight here after beating Nova in game 1 of their 3-game series. There's a lot of rain in that vicinity, so it was supposed to be a single game tonight at 6, and then 1 and 3 the next day, but decided to move it for a 5 and 7 doubleheader tonight down at Fort Lauderdale. The game time tomorrow undisclosed, but Brad B down there taking the stats as well as calling the game. Murillo heading to third, and they will be no throw. Jared Murillo had that one the whole way. His 3rd stolen base of the night. Now make it 17 for 18 on the year. And for Jared Murillo, he's got phenomenal speed, but he's also got a long, lengthy body at 6'2". As the infield is pushed in, they do not want to let this run across. So Sirvin is going to have to be very aware. Any hard hit ball, plays is going to be coming home. Tiger infield in on the grass. Arredondo. That one nearly got away from Sirvin. Now it's a full count. Koffel can just hit a hard hit ball on the ground. It's got a pretty good chance getting by the infield. 3-2. Hard hit ball right back to the pitcher. He checks over at third and then fires to first. Arredondo doing himself that time, and that's not a bad way to get your first out after coming in relief. Just get a nice little comebacker. Does the wise thing to check Murillo at third and then fires home with it. That's the fundamentals say, when you get a runner in third, especially on a ground ball in the left side. You check the runner at third, make sure they're staying back, and then fire to first for the out. But you almost think, in that scenario, as a pitcher that just came in, as he gets the first strike in there to Logan Flood, as a pitcher that just came in, he could have been looking to first the entire way, potentially fake the throw and got Murillo in no man's land down the third base line. 0-1. Because Murillo is a natural base runner, so he's expecting, any of those infielders to check him back at third and then go to first for the out. But, if an infielder were to not do that, Murillo might think, hey, they're not paying attention to me. I'm able to swipe home. That one in the dirt. Now 2-1 here to Logan Flood. Flood drove in. Murillo back in the third with an RBI. Sack flies. This is foul back and out of play. Now 2-2. So he's yet to have an official back. He walked in the first and the sack fly in the third. Looking to improve some numbers here. Just 133 with runners in scoring position, 182 with 2 outs. Big base knock would go a long way here. Not only for his stats, but in the game. This is popped up, hitting a little bit of no man's land. The second baseman Earhart coming over, and he will make the play. So line strand Murillo at third after he swipes a pair of bats. We'll head to the top of the sixth, tied at 2. 4-5-6 due up for UT. You're watching St. Leo Baseball here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Domino's has a $7.99 Monday through Thursday carryout deal. But if you carried out Friday through Sunday, you might have felt bamboozled. So we're extending the deal to every day and giving people who paid more a little payback. Like the Smith family, who got free pizza for a year. They love pizza.
We gave Brad a date with the Noid.
You're welcome.
And we gave Rajesh a nightlight.
Payback. Go to pizzapayback.com for a chance to get yours and carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 now every day.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Servin, Perry, and Durr all do up here for UT. Is Nolan back out there? Starting his 6th inning of work. 71 pitches and his 21 batters faced. And one's in there, call for a strike. He's given up just the 6 hits, 2 runs, walked 4. He struck out, or he's walked 1, excuse me. He struck out 4. Missing upstairs, now 1-1. Gomez started warming up there in the 3rd inning, but he's since been shut down there in the bullpen. Still kind of puttering a little bit as that comes in and hits Servin. So here's going to be a leadoff base runner. After back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. checking on the runner there at first base. Perry digging in. He's 0 for 1. Lined out to Gibbery in the second inning, and then he walked in the third. That ball bounces up to Koffel. Nothing doing, though, on the base pass, as it's 1-0. Gomez back up and throwing there in the St. Leo bullpen. Wind still blowing out to right field just a little bit. See it there in the American flag, just to the right of the scoreboard. This is kind of a flared out ball. It's going to be a bloop single to left field. So the first two runners are aboard. Serving gets on via the hit by pitch. Perry single to the left, and Nick Durr coming up. Doubled back in the second, later came home to score, and then he grounded out to Morello at third, unassisted, to end the error, or end the inning. They're batting .244 with runners on, but .346 with the runners in scoring position. He's got one of each. Showing bunt, pulling it back as it gets by the glove of Brett Koffel. It's almost like Koffel was a little confused of the bunt, and he got his glove up late or something. That's going to be a pass ball as Perry heads the second, Servin heads the third. So now Durr has two runners in scoring position. There's a big swing, trying to once again pull it to the tennis courts out there in left field. Said it's a 1-1 count. Speaking of tennis, men's tennis took a 7-0 decision over Post today here at home. So they continue their winning ways. No one wants to have a quick chat with Brett Koffel. He signals him on out there. Lengthy chat for a pitcher and a catcher. Usually it's generally a, hey, how we doing? You know, this is what we want to do with this next pitch. And they go their ways. Lines that have the infield in for them is none out and 2 on here in the top of the 6th. That one bounces in again. And Koffel making a good stop. One gets that. It's a 2-1. This is a hard hit ball out to right field. Is it fair? It's gone. Just creeping over the right field fence as Nick Durr has just untied this game, making it a 5-2 ball game. Just turned on the fastball by Ryan Nolan, sends it out to right field. Just creeps over the 301 mark there in right, and that's going to be it for Ryan Nolan. Tampa up by 3. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is. Looks like it'll be Rudy Gomez. We'll be back right after this.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub. with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
These are Domino's all-new Parmesan-dusted, garlic-seasoned, and cinnamon-sprinkled bread twists. How did we come up with such a clever name? We'll never tell. Choose any two of Domino's new bread twists or medium two-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
So after the 3-run shot by Nick Durr, it'll be Rudy Gomez coming on to take the hill here for the Lions. Freshman played his high school ball at Matter Lakes Academy. As the Lions look to stop the bleeding, as was a problem from the start. Serving got on via hit by pitch. Parris sent a little bloop single to left field. They both advanced on a pass ball, and then Durr brought him home with a 3-run shot to right field. As it did, it literally just crept over the 301 sign. But, you know, give him credit. He hit it long enough to bring them all home. So that'll bring up the right fielder, Stevie Mangrum. He's had a tough day at the plate, so I think he's a little happy to see a new pitcher. Actually, I think it's going to be a pinch hitter. It is Luis Medina.
Number 24, Luis Medina.
So not a bad decision, as Mangrum had 2 strikeouts. Obviously, and Coach Geroso didn't like his at-bats. First pitch swinging. Gibbery stops it, but he's got no play over there at first. I think if he keeps in the glove after it hits and doesn't kind of, you know, scatter away from him, he may have a play at first. So we're going to have a pinch runner come on for Medina. So he does his job by getting on base. And here comes Steven Smith, a senior from Trenton, Florida. Transferred from Santa Fe College, which is 80 miles from the lake. Checking on Smith over at first is Gomez. Gomez, he's pitched 1 2/3 inning. Give up 1 run. It was earned. He walked 3 and struck out 4. A small sample size so far. And obviously he just gave up the hit right here to his first batter he faced. Check on the runner again. Nothing doing. Lions did a great job of battling back as Tampa took the lead 2-0. Lions got back 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. Thanks to an RBI sac fly. Throw to second, got him. And again, I said, Brett Koffel, one of the better arms here in the conference. Tampa tested him, and they made him pay. Good cover and tag that time by Danny Torres at second. And there's 1 gone. And you'll certainly take that if you're Gomez. Fouling that one. Count now 0-2 to Ditringo. Singled, brought in an RBI in the second inning, grounded out to second base in the fourth inning. The 0-2. Gomez gets him looking. First strikeout of the game here for Rudy Gomez. And as I mentioned, he had, coming into the game, he had 5 outs recorded, and 4 of them were via the K. And we struggled a little bit with location, obviously, early on, with 3 walks. Now he's got 5 strikeouts and 3 walks on the year, and 2 in the third. So obviously, if he can continue to locate pitches, he's got good stuff to punch people out. Gomez gets sets, kicks, delivers. Good breaking ball right there at the knees. 0-2 now. Bernard, tough day for him. 0-2, struck out back in the second. The arm of Ryan Nolan, then he flew out to left field to Logan Flood. Gomez shakes out the first one. 0-2. High heat blows it right by him. Gomez gets a pair of punch outs. But the damage is done. A 3-run shot by Nick Durr makes it a 5-2 Tampa ball game. Lions got a little work to do as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us!
I sold my dream house to buy my first Domino's store.
I built my store with my bare hands.
I use my college savings to buy my store. It means everything to me.
But we've decided to tear them down.
We love what we do, but not where we do it. Come and see our remodeled stores when you carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each every day.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Back here at Thomas E. Southern Stadium, here in the bottom of the 6th. Tim Simpson alongside with you. Appreciate you for joining in here in Game 3 of the 3-game series between the Tampa Spartans and the St. Leo Lions. As the first ball is blown by the DH Mike Wyman. He's 0-2 tonight. Flew out to center field in the first, and then he reached on a fielder's choice in the third. Behind that fastball as well. Now on a quick 0-2 hole. I'll give a little shout out. A big thanks to Tom Cannell, as always, taking games 1 and 2 in the books. Although they didn't come out as wins, I don't think doing much better as there's a 3-pitch strikeout. As Mike Wyman sits down, that'll bring up Paul Comos, who is 1-for-2. First pitch to Comos, in there for a ball. Freshman is 1-for-2 tonight. He popped up to the third baseman his first time up in the second inning, and then he doubled and later scored in the fourth. As he had a long fly ball over the head of the center fielder Blair, and that's tough to do. Daniel Blair has covered a lot of ground. I think he's got 4, maybe 5 putouts tonight. Comos the 1-1. Big cut as he chased the ball upstairs. Now 1-2. Easy one to lay off there. Now 2-2 to Comos. Right fielder batting .280 on the year. Just the 7 hits and 25 at bats. Pretty small sample size. Wanted to chase that one upstairs and wisely laid off it. Similar to that second strike call on Comos. This time he thinks better of it. Haven't had too many full counts here tonight. Payoff pitch gets Como swinging, and back-to-back strikeouts for Arredondo. He's now gone 1 1/3. The 4 batters he's faced, he struck out 2 of them. Danny Torres looking to end that little streak that Arredondo's on. First pitch is in there. First strike, let her high, though. 0-1. That one in there, easy for Torres to lay off. Missing upstairs. Torres 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to right field there in the second inning and laid a bunt down the sacrifice there in the fourth, which ended up pushing a run home later on, as that one's a little behind the fastball. Now 2-2 is Arredondo looking to strike out the side here against the Lions. Point to note, Mangrum that came into play, or right field. Steven Smith, the pinch runner, did stay on as that is pushed full. So back-to-back full counts here for the line hitters. First one didn't work out so well for Comos. Torres hoping to make better of this one. Three-two. That one's fouled back. Torres put real charge into that one and pulled off his elbow guard. Payoff pitch. A little bit wide that time, so a 2-out walk by Torres as Arredondo thought he had him. So here comes Derek Gibbery, 1 for 2. Single back in the second inning, and then an RBI ground out in the fourth, which at the time tied the game. Then Tampa untied it there in the last half inning with a 3-run home run by Nick Durr as Gibbery stares at a first pitch strike. Gibby batting .325 on the year, just 158 with the runners on and 214 with 2 outs. Looking for another big play. A little bunt down to third. Long throw by the third baseman as he can't make the play. Aliwan just couldn't quite reel in the pick. Not a great throw there by Perry. It's a pretty bang-bang play. It looks like they're going to give him a hit. Gibbery would have beat that regardless. So now pair runners on. And looky, Amir Wright, who's had a tough night so far, with one swing of the bat, could potentially tie this game back up. Quiet in the Tampa bullpen. Arredondo's inning to work out of. Gets ahead of Wright. 0-1 is a inning that looks so promising. Back-to-back strikeouts and walking Torres. Gibbery reaching on a bunt single. That one low to Amir Wright. It's 3 at-bats. He's flown out to center field, and he's grounded out to the third baseman and the pitcher. Long look in the home by Arredondo. The 1-1. Foul back and out of play. So now 1-2. The 1-2 to Amir Wright. Again, fouling it off. Skip O'Connor out there to get the home plate umpire in your batch of balls. Run 2. That one gets away. Both runners are going to slide up. So Torres is going to be at third, Gibbery at second. And now a base hit should score both runs. Unless it's maybe a scorch ball to left field. There's got a cannon out there in left. Gibbery's got a lot of speed. Could be a little bit of a change as they're going to swap the left fielder and the right fielder. So Steven Smith is going to head to left. Nick Durr is now going to head to right. They're going to put a little more speed out in left as they expect. Right's going to be a little slow on the fastball. Spraying it towards the opposite field. Instead, it's going to be a full count. 3 full counts in the inning. One resulted in a strikeout by Comos. One resulted in a walk by Torres. See what lucky number 3 has for us here. Payoff pitch. A little bouncing ball to the shortstop to Tringo. Clutches, fires to first, and they just got him. The clutch made it a little closer there at first. So the Lions strand a pair as we will head to the top of the 7th. Tampa Bats coming back up.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Rudy Gomez back out for another inning of work here for the Lions. As Amir Wright just unable to drive in Torres or Gibbery. They were at second and third. Instead, it's a ground out to the shortstop. That triangle really double clutched that, made it a lot closer at first. What it probably should have been. That first pitch by Gomez is inside as Tampa back over the top of the order. Torrealba 1 for 3 so far. He popped up to Peyton Isaacson his last time up. It's in there for a called strike. Nothing to report on the softball side of things. They're knotted up at 0, 2 innings in versus Nova Southeastern. Torrealba swings at that one. Now 1-2. DH is batting .448 when in the leadoff spot. That one low and away. Gomez trying to make him chase there. Gomez shakes off a pair of pitches and gets the one he likes. Here's the 2-2. Fastball gets him swinging. Torrealba looks silly up there at home plate. Dropping to the knee, swinging the bat through. Gomez gets the first batter retired. Out of the 4 outs, he's got 3 strikeouts. First pitch to Blair for a called strike. A 1 in there again, now 0-2. Danny Blair struck out looking his last time up back in the 5th inning versus Ryan Nolan. He's 0 for 3 tonight, grounded out to Isaacson at first, and he's also flown out to Amir Wright in center field. Sets the 0-2. Gets him swinging this time, so back-to-back strikeouts for Gomez as Blair sets down for the 2nd consecutive time via the K. This time via 2 different arms. That'll bring up the first baseman, Alec Aliwine. He's 2 for 3, single, double, then flew out to center field in his 3 at-bats. He's also got 1 run scored. First pitch to him. High for a ball. Gomez comes to home plate with just so much velocity. Batter blinks and he doesn't know where it is. That one gets by Koffel. Gomez looks in. And here's the 2-0. Little chopper. It's going to head to Torres at second. Gomez covers first. As Isaacson got caught in no man land. So a 1-2-3 inning sets down the top of the order for Tampa. 2-3-4 due up for the Lions. Look to do some damage. Bottom of the 7th.
I never knew what my kids were trying to say. I wanted to respond, but I just didn't know what to type.
I didn't know what to say. I just replied BRB and hope they don't text back. Ooh.
What if they take my kids away from me?
Millions of people just like this struggle every day with emoji illiteracy.
But at Domino's, we want to help change that. As strong supporters of emoji literacy, we're working to create an emoji-literate America. We've even made it possible to order pizza by texting or tweeting an emoji. But it's just not enough. We've got to do more.
That's why we created these. emoji flashcards, and we're making them available for free online so you or your friend can get the help you so desperately need. Together, we can change the world, one emoji at a time.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Lions find themselves down by 3 here, bottom of the 7th. Redondo back out there for another inning of work. He's pitched 1 2/3 so far. Is Jared Morello coming up? First pitch to him is high. He's 2 for 3 today. After flying out to center field, he's got back-to-back singles. Morello also has 3 stolen bases on the air, or on the night, I should say. Series of that is a called strike. Morello batting .391 on the year, but batting .667 as a leadoff hitter. Tries to spin that down to right field. Can't catch the ball, though. And 1-2. And that one gets by Morello, so first strikeout for him tonight as he gets set down as Peyton Isaacson comes back out. He was 2 for 2 before his strikeout. Singled, then struck out swinging his last time out. Isaacson batting .320 on the year. See if the Lions can get a 1-out base runner. That one a little high and a little wide for ball 1. Redondo's come in and pitched really well for Tampa in relief. Starter Tanner Foster. And actually, Foster really didn't pitch quite badly either. He went 4 1/3 up to 7 hits, 2 runs. Those were both earned. Walked 1 and struck out 1. Gave up the lone extra base hit to Paul Comos. Besides that, he pitched pretty well. Urso said it was time to make a change, though, and Arredondo's making him look smart here. He's now got Isaacson down at a 2-2 count after that one was last foul back. Half of the outs for Arredondo have been strikeouts so far. We're on 45 pitches now. Full count to Isaacson. Hit foul. Down to the road to our left. Heads to the beach volleyball courts. Speaking of beach volleyball, there's a home tournament this Thursday. So if you're in the area and want to come on by, beach volleyball in the second year of its program. There's a high chopper over this first baseman's head. Alley Wine there's a 1-out base runner, PI aboard. So Koffel looking to try to move over, or at least, or hit home, or at least move over, I should say. Isaacson at first. Koffel 1 for 3 today. First pitch swing hit on to second. They go to second for one. Over to first as he is safe. So Koffel will reach on the fielder's choice. And 1 for 4 as that'll bring up Logan Flood, who's 0 for 1 in today's game. Walked in the first, then he had a sacrifice fly in the third, and he finally got registered his first at bat in the fifth when he popped up to the second baseman Earnhardt. Flood batting .225 in the year, just 167 with 2 outs on him. Even 200 with runners aboard. As there's the first strike to Flood. Freshman from Brooksville, Florida. About half an hour, 40 minutes north of here. Count now 1-1. Arredondo looks in, likes the call. Hard hit ball to short, and they're just going to go to second for the easy force. The Lions get a base runner on, but they can't move them over as that'll retire the side. We will head to the top of the 8th. Tampa still leads it 5-2. We'll be back after this. You're watching St. Leo Baseball on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
In 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am? I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Top of the 8th. Second-ranked Tampa still leads the Lions 5-2 thanks to the 3-run shot by Nick Durr, as we will see him come back up to do up third here in the lineup. Danny Servin, the catcher, 1 for 2, flew out to center field in the first, singled in the third, and was hit by a pitch and later scored in the 6th. So he's got a run and an RBI. Sayers at a first pitch, called for a strike by Gomez. Gomez kicks, delivers. That one just misses a little bit inside. Now 1-1. Gomez pitched really well in relief. Just the 1 hit given up, 4 strikeouts, and 6 batters faced. Danny Servin batting .388, batting .700 when he's the leadoff hitter. I don't know what it is, but it seems like a lot of batters have a much better leadoff average than they do season average. 1-2, missing upstairs, trying to get Servin to chase the high heat as, well, Gomez has got a few other these Tampa hitters to do. Two-two, got him looking. Serving going down via the K for the first time tonight. Meanwhile, Gomez picks up his 5th punch out in just 7 batters faced. So that'll bring up the third baseman, Cole Perry, 1 for 2 tonight. Got a walk, a single, and he's also scored a run. We're a pretty even ball game. Tampa does have a 3-run lead, but hits are even at 9. Tampa's only left 4 runners on base. For the Lions, they've left 9, and that's really your ball game right there. Tampa just able to come in with a little more timely hitting. They're 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position, opposed to the Lions, they were 1 for 7. And yeah, that's really just it. Lions have a couple more, or one more walk drawn than Tampa does. And they've also struck out 5 more batters than Tampa has. So for the most part, they've outplayed second-ranked team in the country. Signs for a couple mistakes, including the 3-run shot by Durr. Is that one got in and got Perry just a bit. And speaking of Nick Durr, he will come up and obviously look to duplicate his last at-bat with a ball that reached over the fence. 2 for 3 tonight. Doubled and scored in the second, and obviously hit the 3-run home run to right field. So he has scored 4 runs out of the Tampa 5 in this game. Gomez checks over the runner first, comes home. Good breaking ball that time. Now 0-2. You almost kind of got to think, where has Rudy Gomez been so far this season? He's pitched 2 1/3 so far tonight. Previous to that, he just can't pitch 1 1/3. Well, I guess that's why he's not been getting as much time, is the command a little bit of a problem. He did have 3 walks out of the 5 batters faced before that, or 3 batters faced before that. So now head coach Rick Odette wants to go out and have a chat. Doesn't look like he's called to the bullpen quite yet. Wants to go have a word with his young right-hander. So Perry will be in second, Durr will be on first, and Steven Smith, who come on as pinch run and is also swapped over to left field. Pretty quick meeting on the mound. So we're set and ready for play again. Steven Smith looking for his first hit of the night. Swings at the first pitch behind the fastball, 0-1. He's batting .275 coming in. 11 hits on 40 at-bats, 7 runs scored, 8 RBIs, 1 walk, and he's also struck out 5 times. He's got 5 stolen bases in a small sample size. Batting .217 with the runners on, 176 with the runners in scoring position. He's got one of those here with Perry on second. Showing bunt and laying it down, foul though. Matt Kennedy over there to pick up the foul ball. Stepping off as Gomez is getting set for this 0-2 against Stephen Smith. Fly ball out to left field. Flood should have room. He does, and will make the out recorded. So there's 2 gone now in the inning. Perry retreats the second. Durr retreats the first. That'll bring up Nick DeTringo, the shortstop, who is 1 for 3 so far today. Currently batting .302. An RBI single in the second. Grounded out in the 4th. And struck out looking in the 6th. Tampa is looking for a little bit of insurance here in the top of the 8th. Up by 3 with 2 runners on. That one fooled Tringo, the shortstop. .302 on the season, but his numbers skyrocket in situational hitting. .341. The runners on, .357 with 2 outs, and .421 runners in scoring position. Breaking ball looking nice there by Gomez, now 0-2. And you got to think, if Rudy Gomez can just consistently locate his fastball, he's got to be a force in the conference. He's got really good stuff to strike out batters, as well as the, force ground balls, make it easy on the defense. Just like one here. Flips to Torres, and the side is retired. Tampa strands a pair of runners. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Lions got a little work to do. Wyman, Comos, Torres due up. You're watching St. Leo Baseball here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
These are Domino's all-new Parmesan-dusted, garlic-seasoned, and cinnamon-sprinkled bread twists. How did we come up with such a clever name? We'll never tell. Choose any 2 of Domino's new bread twists or medium 2-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools, for nearly 500,000 student-athletes, college sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student-athlete.
Back here for the bottom of the 8th inning. Lions still trail it by 3. Arredondo out there for what will be his 3rd inning of work. He's gone 2 2/3, given up 2 hits, walked 1, and he struck out 3 of his 11 batters faced. 51 pitches total in on relief. So Wyman coming up, freshman 0 for 3 tonight. He's got a fly out, reach on fielder's choice, and struck out swinging his last time up. A full count to Arredondo. Foul back to the screen. One Comos with a big cut there, gets it by. Your right fielder for Nick Durr is Sam Freitas. junior outfielder from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Comos goes down once again via the K. Swinging again is the freshman. Or excuse me, Mike Wyman. Now Comos coming up. Como did strike out swinging his last time up, though. Missing for ball one. Como doubled and scored in the fourth inning. 1 for 3 tonight. 269 on the year. That's a strike at the knees on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch that time from Arredondo. 1-1 big cut there from Comos. He was trying to make that Tampa lead go from 3 to 2 with one swing of the bat. Trying to put that on University Turf Stadium. 1-2, another big cut, and Arredondo blows it right by him. So 2 quick punch outs here for Arredondo, and 2 quick outs for the Lions. Danny Torres now coming back up. He walked his last time up in the 6th inning as the Lions just weren't able to bring home Torres and Gibbrey there in the 6th. Torres stranded at third, Gibbrey stranded at second. His right hit just a weak grounder back to the pitcher to end the inning. Count now 1-0. Missing upstairs now 2-0 here to Torres. Little update from Fort Lauderdale. Nova has struck first against St. Leo in softball. They lead at 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th. So none out there. Lions took game 1 against Nova. As they're scheduled to play the 3rd game tomorrow. Time still to be determined. A lot of rain due in Fort Lauderdale. Big swing in that time by Torres is once again Arredondo 1 pitch away from striking out the side. Thought he had it last inning, or 2 innings ago. Lions bat just came to life a little bit. 2-2. That one missing upstairs, count out full. Torres just 0 for 1, just got the 1 official at bat, laid down a sacrifice in the 4th, walked in the 6th, fly out in the 2nd inning to right field was the only at bat. 3-2. That one misses low, and Arredondo, same kind of deal. He wanted that call, and he's not going to get it. So far, a mirror image of what happened in the 6th. Wyman strikes out, Como strikes out. Torres draws a 2-out walk. Now Gibbrey can just lay down a bunt single to the third base side again. We have another situation for Amir Wright. Jervin also got a pass ball, I believe it was, that moved over Torres to third and Gibbrey to second at the time. That one missing well upstairs. Gibbrey has to kind of dodge out of the way there. Tampa hanging on to this 3-run lead thanks to the 3-run home run by Nick Durr. In the top of the 6th, that one's in there. Call for a strike. Now 1-2 to Gibbrey. One-two, just getting a piece, but a big strikeout by Arredondo as he records all 3 outs via the K. As we will head to the top of the 9th. Tampa looking for a little more insurance. They lead it by 3, 5-2.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Bouncing ball to Gibbery as he fires on to first and gets the first out of the inning as we head back to live action. So the number 9 hitter, Earnhardt, 1 pitch, 1 out. Torrealba now coming up as he is 1 for 4 today, struck out swinging his last time up. That one gets by to the backstop. Now 1-0 from Gomez. Gomez with a long look in, kicks, now delivers. Good frame job that time by Koffel as it kind of broke out of the zone. I think he snagged it up just a bit and got the strike call from the home plate umpire, Casey Sanchez. 1-1 for Gomez. That one missing a little high. Torrealba, as I mentioned, the DH batting. 423, just 1 for 4 tonight. 2-1, that one's foul back and out of play. Now 2-2. Want to give a shout out to the Dorcos listening up in Pennsylvania. Appreciate you guys spending your Saturday evening with us. Gomez gets a new ball. Good thing for the Lions, they do have the top of the order up in the bottom of the 9, so if they can keep it a 3-run game, they do have a chance, although Amir Wright has had a tough day. He's 0 for 4. So in one way, you could say Tampa's had his number. On another hand, you could say he's due for a hit. Gomez gets set, the 3-2. Check swing, he did indeed offer. He didn't believe so, but no way, no how he didn't. Second time he goes down swinging, as that'll bring up the center fielder, Danny Blair, who has had a tough day. 0 for 4. He's got 2 strikeouts as well. Sears at a first pitch, letter high for a strike. One arm warming up in the bullpen for St. Leo. Counts now 1-1. Getting a piece of that and fouling it back. The 1-2. Fouled into the, well, nearly into the bullpen. I thought it was going to get high enough. So we'll do it again here, 1-2. 2 out in the top of the 9th, no one on for Danny Blair. Got him looking. Third time Lions have had him. As we'll head to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for romance. Lions get the top of the order. Amir Wright, Jared Morello, and Peyton Isaacson. You're watching St. Leo Baseball here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Domino's has a $7.99 Monday through Thursday carryout deal. But if you carried out Friday through Sunday, you might have felt bamboozled. So we're extending the deal to every day and giving people who paid more a little payback. Like the Smith family, who got free pizza for a year. They love pizza.
We gave Brad a date with the Noid.
You're welcome.
And we gave Rajesh a nightlight.
Payback. Go to pizzapayback.com for a chance to get yours and carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 now every day.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
So back here at Thomas B. Southern Stadium, Tim Simpson alongside with you here. Bottom of the 9th we go. Last chance here for the Lions. Tampa took the first 2 games of the series. Lions really trying to salvage one against the 2nd-ranked team in the country in the University of Tampa Spartans. James Reynolds, the new pitcher, a right-hander now in. He's gone 15 1/3 innings logged. 16 hits, 7 runs, 4 of those being earned. His 4 walked, and he struck out 14. Is a little bit susceptible to the extra base hit. He's going to have 4 doubles given up. Amir Wright looking for a big hit here as he stares at a first pitch called for a strike. Here batting .467 as a leadoff hitter. As that one misses. Arredondo pitched an absolute gem in relief. Went 3 2/3, just gave up the 2 hits, walked 2, struck out 6. And so right now he's set up for the win. And 69 total pitches. There's a hit out to center field. And Amir Wright, first time on the base pass for him. That's just what the doctor ordered. Leadoff base runner aboard. Here comes Jared Morello, 2 for 4 tonight. And Morello's been an absolute terror on the base pass for Spartan pitchers. 3 stolen bases today. Two singles there in the 3rd and the 5th. He struck out swinging his last time in the 7th. Reynolds is a hard hurling right-hander. Throws that one across for a ball. Lions try to make it interesting. Save situation here for Reynolds. That one misses. Now 2-0. Check over at right at first. Pretty good pickoff attempt there by Reynolds. It's just very quick and, you know, kind of canny a little bit. Because you just kind of blink and all of a sudden he's, you know, already 3/4 through his move to first. That's a big strike call to Morello as Reynolds really needed that one. 2-1 in there for a called strike. Morello has now let 2 straight strikes go by him. Waiting on deck is Isaacson if Morello can get on somehow. Home run leader here for the Lions aboard. 2-2. Goes is right, and that one in the dirt. So now count is full, and Wright is in scoring position at second base. Lions really trying to make it interesting here in the bottom of the 9th. As I mentioned, besides just a little bit of timely hitting by UT, Lions have played dead even here with the Spartans. This foul backing out of play. They've got one more hit than Tampa. The real thing is they left 10 runners on base to just Tampa 6. Tampa just 3 for 8 with the runners in scoring position. Lions 1 for 7. That's your ball game right there. Reynolds looks. Another payoff pitch. Hard hit ball to right field, but right to the right fielder. No tag from second base from Amir Wright. And Freitas makes the plays. He came on defensively. That was the first action he saw on a scorcher by Murillo. Great contact, but just couldn't get it down in play, and there's one gone. Here comes a tough out for Spartan pitching so far today. Peyton Isaacson, 3 singles. Also got a strikeout sandwich in between those. Isaacson been on base 3 times, yet to score a run though. Stranded at third and then stranded at first back in the 7th and the 3rd inning. First pitch to him is high. Kind of ripped at, and that one goes just foul. Bounced, it was chopped actually in fair territory, but flutters on the foul side of the first base bag. Isaacson looking for his 4th hit tonight. Here's the 1-1. That one fouled back and out of play. Now 1-2 count as Reynolds 1 strike closer. Getting the big bat of Peyton Isaacson out. Ten pitches so far here for James Reynolds. Should make it 13 with this at bat. 1-2. Got Isaacson going. They're going to say he didn't go. The infield for Tampa can't believe it. Joe Urso wanted the home plate umpire, Jesus Sanchez, a check. He said, I did, and he called it safe. Isaacson really brought his whole body across, but I don't know. I mean, the guys down there have a better view than we do, and that's obviously why they have the job they do. Not the announcers, not the skippers. Did look like a strike. I think Rick Odette grinning a little bit over there. So a little new life here for Isaacson. See if they can cash in. 2-2. Just getting a piece of that one, fouling it back. Reynolds looking in again. A long look at Amir Wright on second, 1 out in the inning. 2-2. This is popped up. right field. A little bit of a weak spot. Right fielder coming over and will make the catch, and there's two gone. Second baseman Earnhardt ran all the way out, about halfway out to right field, just in case he needed to be there. So here comes the last hope for the Lions and Brett Koffel. Koffel 1 for 4, singled back in the first. Fly out, a ground out, and reaching on a fielder's choice in his last 3 at-bats. 279 in the year. That one a little low. You know, he's only batting 205 with 2 outs, but he's batting 306 and 310 with runners on and runners in scoring position. And this is where the Lions, you know, have been lacking. They're just 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position tonight. Koffel looking to change that. There's a good pitch on the outside part of the plate now, 1-1. Reynolds looks in, checks, 1-1. Swinging at that one is Koffel, and now Lions down to their final strike. Reynolds steps off, steps back on. Reynolds trying to pick up a save here. Would be his first save of the season. Redondo lined up for the win. The 1-2. That one low. Now 2-2. Wind still lightly blowing out there to right field. They can hang one up. It could be a 2-run shot to right field. There's a 2-2 to Koffel. Hard hit ball to the shortstop. Tringo scoops, fires the first, and is in time. And Tampa's got to take the ball game 5-2. As that's going to be a 3-game sweep for the second-ranked team, University of Tampa Spartans over the St. Leo Lions. As the skid continues here for St. Leo against crosstown rival Tampa. Lions will look to regroup as they'll hit the road, head to Livingston, Alabama for a 3-game series versus West Alabama. Doubleheader on Saturday, 1-4, then a single game on Sunday at 1. We will see 2 weeks from now as Lions will be back here at home versus Palm Beach Atlantic on Friday night, March 29th. That'll be a 6 p.m. first pitch, and then a doubleheader on Saturday, 1-4. Tom Cannell had the call for you on that Friday night, and then he's taking off for vacation. So enjoy that one game with Tom Cannell for sure. We are going to we're gonna step aside as this is gonna do it here. Next action for the Lions, or Lions home events, I should say, will be women's lacrosse this Tuesday night versus Belmont Abbey. Women's lacrosse staying undefeated at 8-0. Make sure to tune in for that one. That's a 7 p.m. first draw control. I'll be over there at University Turf Stadium for you guys with that one as well. So that's going to do it. A 5-2 victory for University of Tampa as they complete the sweep against St. Leo University. I'm Tim Simpson saying so long. Have a good night, everyone. You've been watching St. Leo Baseball here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.